This is Terrance of Terrance Hill TV. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Terrance Hill TV, presented to you by DoubleETV over the digital airways of YouTube. Yes, DoubleETV, epic, elevate the vision. Let's do it.
Well, I hope you are ready for epic elevation. Double E TV.
Say no more, go get the bag, go get the cake, go get the cheese, and say no more. Say no more, say no more. Say no more. What's going on, y'all? This is Terrance. I want to welcome you to this episode of Terrance Hill TV, presented to you by DoubleETV over the digital airways of YouTube. We are live today, December 2nd, and we're here to give a review to De La Soul's album, incredible album off of Maseo. This one is called Cabin in the Sky. All right, this is the 6th of 7 projects. It's a Legend Has It series that Nas Maseo label put out. It started off with Slick Rick's album Victory. Then it went to Raekwon, The Emperor's New Clothes. Then we got Supreme Clientele 2 by Ghostface Killer on October 10th. We got the incredible album by Mobb Deep called Infinite on October 31st. Halloween, we got Big L's album, Return of the King, Harlem's Finest. And then we just got De La Soul's album. And then it's been announced December 12th, which we already knew was coming, but the title of DJ Premier and Nas's joint album, collaborative album, dropped on December 12th. It's called Light Years. So we're just 10 days away from getting the Nas Primo album. So salute to Maseo, doing incredible things. Nas just stuff with the casino. I mean, he's been on one, put it that way. All right, really appreciate you guys for tapping in. Before we get into the album review, I want you guys to please check out the community section where you can vote on friendly debates and polls, let your voices and opinions be heard. Looking at live chat, there's a link pinned to our merch. Please order some merch and support the channel. Those of you who are watching, you want to donate, you can donate via Cash App or Venmo to I'm in the Hills or PayPal, DoubleETV. YouTube watchers, you can donate by sending a super chat. All right, if you're a Prince fan, please go to Facebook, type in Purple Nation. We just hit 18,000 people. So thank you guys so much. We celebrate the life and legacy of Prince. And every week on Friday, we do a weekly top 10 countdown. So please tune in for that. I know you guys will enjoy it. Lastly, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. And please be a part of this channel. We need your support. All right, let's get into this De La Soul review, man. Let's get into it. First of all, oh my goodness, man, this is an incredible album. Now, it's been a lot of debate been going on for months and months of people saying that either Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2, or the Clips album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, would be the 2 hip-hop albums of the year. And I agree with that statement, although which one, I don't know. I mean, I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I'm listening to Let God Sort 'Em Out. I'm like, okay, this is the album of the year. Then I start listening to Lavish Habits or certain records off of Alfredo 2, and I'm like, man, what Al's doing is crazy. So it's been like a toss-up. But this album here is definitely top 10 album of the year. Hell, it could even be 5. It's up there. It's pretty high. I've been listening to it a couple times since it came out and really kind of studying the project. Incredible album, incredible work piece. Salute to Maseo and Paz. Rest in peace to Dave. So the album opens up with this intro, and it kind of put me like in the school days mindset where they do like this roll call and they calling out all these names of people that are, part of the project. Nas shows up on this, Common, Black Thought, and but it ends with Dave, and obviously he's absent. So I thought that was like a pretty dope way to open up the project already, giving some salute to him. Then we go into the opening song that's not the intro, called Why You Don't Stop. I think this was like a good opener. It's a good opener, and I looked it up. This was produced by Dave. So that's pretty dope, man. That a lot of the production, the project was done by De La Soul themselves. But I love now one of the cool things about this song is when it ends and what the strings are doing, and then Primo comes in. It's like, okay, that's dope, but it's out of key. And then he flips that sample on the next song, which is Sunny Days. This was a new edition sample. Great song. And but again, I love how they kind of connected those two things. And but yeah, I mean, they show up on this album. They show up on here. A lot of great samples. Like the production on this album was great. The rapping was great. Paz definitely, came on his A game. But Sunny Days, great record. And I haven't heard too many people do that sample. So I thought it was pretty dope. Okay, then we get into a song called Good Health, produced by Super Dave West. This was a decent track. I thought it was pretty decent. He did several on here. So out of all the ones that he did, Good Health may be like maybe my least favorite out of all of them that he did, but it's still a good record. It's not bad. Then we go to track 5, produced by Paz, called Will Be. Now this was catchy. It's short, but it's pretty dope. Natalie Cole sample, This Will Be. But yeah, it's pretty dope. And the way they kind of did it, it's like a feel-good record that I like. And then we transition to track 6, which is The Package, produced by Pete Rock. This was the first single off of the album, but I mean, Pete is dope. I mean, so Pete Rock, and especially, the stuff that he just did with Common on the Auditorium Volume 1. I know there's been a lot of talks of Pete Rock and Common doing the Auditorium Volume 2. So I'm sure we'll be getting that in 2026. But, Pete Rock showed up on this album. He produced several tracks. But again, this one was the first single, but it's dope. It's dope. A lot of good bars on here. And I thought The Package was pretty safe and a pretty dope choice for the first single. Now, honestly, there's some other songs on here that I thought could have been the first single, but I'm not mad at The Package being the first single. Okay, then we transition to track 7, which is Knots. Knots did a lot of work over the years, especially I like a lot of the stuff he did for Snoop, but he's a dope producer. And then this joint here is called A Quick 16 for Mama, featuring Killer Mike. Killer Mike snapped, he went off, Paz went off, and all guys showed up to so to show homage to their mothers. I thought the concept was pretty dope. So Quick 16 for Mama is a good record. All right, now we transition to track number 8, Just How It Is Sometimes, produced by Eric and Joshua. I thought this was a great song, and this is probably like one of my favorite choruses on the entire project. But this is a dope, real dope record. And then there's this like funny skit by Jay Farrow on there. I thought was pretty clever as well. Good song. Okay, then we go to track 9, Cruel Summers. Now I like this one, man. Paz and Dave both produced this one. It's the Cruel Summer sample, and then the beat kind of flips to the whole "Everybody Loves the Sunshine" record by Roy Ayers. But it's pretty dope how they kind of flip that at the end. So you kind of get like 2 beats for one, but it's good song, really good song. And that again kind of showed a lot of the genius on this project with the production choices to accompany, the rapping we already know is going to be up to par, but all the production on this album was like fresh. Nothing really sounded dated. So everything felt good and sound good. Now track 10 may be one of the, I wouldn't say it's the best song on the album, but it's definitely one of them. and this one is called Day in the Sun, Getting With You, featuring Q-Tip and Yummy Bingham. Great record. This one's produced by Super Dave West, but it is one of the best songs on the album. I really, really enjoyed that one. Then, of course, we got the second single. This one's featuring Nas, called Run It Back. There's a music video visualizer out for that one. But yes, dope song. Nas went crazy, which I already knew he was going to. And I do like how they brought Jungle on there to kind of do some vocals, and the whole Braveheart thing was real dope for them to throw Jungle on there. But great song, and very good collaboration. As a matter of fact, Nas, like every project of these, he's like rapped well on all of them. From the Slick Rick Documents joint, the song he did, was it the Omerta with Raekwon? Then we got the Ghostface song. I can't think of that one, but great song there. He did 3 on Mobb Deep's album, which is crazy. I like the one with what was it? Pour some Hennessy or something like that. Pour the Henny. Great record. Really like the rapping he did. Now, it's 2 songs where they kind of use the same beat, one with Georgia Smith and the other with her. I kind of like the one with Georgia Smith better, but all the songs are incredible. Pour the Henny is the record. But yeah, Nas been going crazy all year. And then we got the song with him and Big L. So what Nas has been doing this year has just been amazing. So we're definitely looking forward. And then also what Nas did on the Clips album was crazy. So I can't wait for what he's going to be doing with Pete Rock. Oh, I'm sorry, doing with Premier. Definitely looking forward to that. All right, now we go to Different World. This was produced by Pete Rock. This is amazing. He flipped this Jermaine Jackson sample. Incredible, man. Incredible. So Pete Rock, salute, man. Pete and Premier definitely showed up on here, but Pete has like an old soul anyway, and a lot of his influences were people like James Brown. So I definitely kind of expect that type of those type of choices from Pete Rock. But Different World, great song, and the production I was very impressed by. All right, then we go to track 13. Now, I never really heard nobody do this before. The whole, when you was kids, girls used to go out there, patty cake, bake a man. And they kind of did that concept produced by Jake One, but I thought the concept was pretty clever, man. I never really heard nobody do that before. It wasn't cheesy, and they executed that whole patty cake thing. So that's track 13, pretty clever song. All right, then we go to track 14, produced by DJ Premier. This one's called The Silent Life of a Truth. Primo went crazy. He went crazy on that one, man. And the rapping that they accompanied that by was dope. But Premier's production, I hope I didn't say Pete Rock, because this one was produced by Premier. So Primo went crazy. So the way he's been chopping these samples, I can't wait to see what him and Nas are going to do on Light Years. But I thought The Silent Life of a Truth, again, Premier definitely went crazy. Paz, man, he rapped his behind off. So it's very, very impressed with that. All right, then we go to track 15, ENF, which is probably my favorite song on the album. Premier went crazy again. He sampled from Papoose, The Plug, and then some other De La records back in the day, Goes with the Word and Buddy. But yeah, Premier been chopping them samples, man. And but I want to ask you guys' opinion on something. This is just my personal opinion. It's possible that Black Thought may have like verse of the year. I mean, he went crazy on there, man. I mean, I have to think, because there's been like a lot of great verses I heard this year, but he should definitely be in the running. Let's say if we pick the top 10 who had the best verses of the year, I think Black Thought would definitely be in that list of people, because he went crazy on this. He left Earth on this record. Crazy. I'm sick of Passport Bros, and he was going crazy. All right, then we transition to Believe in Him, produced by Super Dave West again. This one kind of had like a gospel feel, a feel-good record. very uplifting song, but I liked it. Then we go to Yours, produced by Pete Rock. Again, this one's featuring Common and Slick Rick, sampled from Slick Rick, Hey Young World, and Arrowroy's Mysterious Moneth. Common went crazy on here. Yeah, Common went crazy, what you expect. Again, of course, anytime I'm bringing up what somebody else is doing, there's no songs on here that I didn't think De La didn't do their job. So I'm just highlighting the features as well. But yeah, we expect that from Common because him and Pete already got this great chemistry, but it's a great song. All right, then we go to track 18, Palm of His Hands, featuring Bilal, produced by Pete Rock as well. This was like very smooth, but it's a good record. Now, track 19 is definitely one of my favorite songs off the album as well. Probably one of the top 5 songs off the project. This one's called Cabin in the Sky, produced by Super Dave West. This one is slick, like slick in the sense of the production is crazy. He produced from Boston, More Than a Feeling. And then also Mort Gordon, odd to the African Violet, but the production on this song was masterful. Like this, it's crazy. I have to give it up to him on that one. The way he kind of flipped those samples was very impressive. And then the album closes out with "Don't Push Me." This one was produced by Dave, Trugor the Dove, better known as Dave. And then the closer on that, just kind of saluting Dave's and his life and legacy, I thought was executed very well. And the thing I like about this, guys, they celebrated Dave's legacy. It didn't come off as like too sad, because I know it's hard, losing someone, and these guys have since losing a brother, losing a group member, someone that done music with for forever. So obviously to not have him here is definitely tough and difficult. But I think the way that they honored him was beautiful. It was beautiful, beautiful way to celebrate his life, a beautiful way to celebrate his legacy. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think this album, out of 10, I definitely give it like an 8.5. It's a great record, man. It really, really is. And like I say, out of all the albums that came out this year, when people talk about the best albums, when we talk about the Clips, Let God Sort Them Out, when we talk about Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2, I think Cabin in the Sky should definitely be mentioned among those projects, because this is something real, real special. And these guys definitely did their job. All right, before we get out of here, those who want to follow me on other social media sites, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter, and TikTok, all at I'm in the Hills. INTHAHILLZ. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to donate to our efforts, you can send a super chat. You can also donate via Cash App or Venmo to I'm in the Hills, INTHAHILLZ. You can also donate via PayPal. You can send something to DoubleETV101. That's with 2 E's. Those 2 E's stand for Epic Elevate the Vision. Please check out my website, www.doubleetv.com, and also check out www.inthehills.net, which is my music website. Speaking of music, I do have new music that is coming very, very soon. I've been preoccupied. I haven't even done like an episode probably in the last 2 or 3 weeks of the weekly top 10, because I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota about 3 weeks ago. And then I graduate from college here on the 13th of December, and today was finals. So I've been kind of preoccupied with that. So that's kind of taken away from me being able to do the weekly top 10 countdown. But we will be back this Friday. But you can check out some of the previous shows. That link is in the live chat. And also that's kind of been putting me behind a little bit of what I want to do musically. But I do have a ton of records that are done. I got a lot of other music that's kind of being retweaked and worked on. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'm sitting on a lot of done music. and just trying to figure out visually how I want to put the project together, because I'm a videographer by trade as well. So we definitely got some visuals and stuff coming for you guys as well. All right. I want to encourage you guys to also please check out the community section where you can vote on friendly debates and polls, that your voices and opinions be heard. So check out that community section, looking at live chat. There's a link pinned for you guys to order some merch to support the page and channel. If you're watching and you want to donate to our efforts, again, the Cash App and Venmo or both, I'm in the Hills. I am INTHAHILLZ, and the PayPal is DoubleETV101. Go to Facebook, type in Purple Nation, join 18,000 people where we celebrate the life and legacy of Prince. All right, there's a weekly top 10 countdown that drops every Friday. Please check out our episodes of that as well. And lastly, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. We would love to have you be a part of the channel. All right. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us, man. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of this De La Soul album, Cabin in the Sky? And then I think all the projects that have come out on this Legend Has It series has been incredible. Let me know your favorites in the comment section. Again, that Mobb Deep album is fire too. I still been bumping that, but I thought everybody did their job. So of course it's on Nas and Premier to close it out. So we definitely on the lookout for that in the next 10 days. I'm hoping we get a first single here sometime as well in the next couple of days. But I can't wait, man. Now, Nas, he said once that his dream, this is going back years and years ago, that it was his dream. He actually said his dream was to put out an album produced by Premier and another one produced by Dr. Dre on the same day. Now, we won't get it on the same day, but we are getting the Primo album. So I'm hoping that the next album that Nas does will be produced by Dr. Dre, because he said it. And I think they have done some incredible music together over the years. And then also, if you've seen Nas, whether it be the casino bin, the steakhouse that they just opened, Dre has been showing up to a lot of these events that Nas has been throwing. So I hope that we can, I hope they've been kind of talking behind the scenes about doing some music together. That would be incredible. And then also, he also said on, what is that, Magic 3, the song 1-800-NAS and hit, let us know when you want us to run it back. So I hope we can get one more to close out on that perfect number 7, number of completion. So I hope that Nas and Hit Boy can do one more as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of this Cabin in the Sky album and the Legend Has It series? But salute to Mass Appeal, man. They're doing some special stuff over there. I really appreciate you guys for rocking with us, and I will see y'all next time. And that's that.
And why mess up a good thing? And that's that.
I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I'm so high with no edibles. You ask how does it feel? It's incredible. And now I'm standing on my pedestal. Y'all got no morals, y'all unethical. I got a baby face, call it